morning. Let's start our day with some sage. Yes, I'm allowed to have open flame. Um, there are days, though, that I probably shouldn't be. Love how long it takes sage to light. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. There's some sage for you. Let's start our day out right. Try not to burn my house down. That's very important when you're using sage, you guys. We have people come into the store and they'll be like, we're looking for something to cleanse our house. So we always, say sage or some selenite, some rose quartz, something like that. But you have to really be sure that they have to understand that when you're blowing stuff like this around your house and you blow it into your closet, you can burn your house down. So we always send them off with instructions on how not to be, doing that. This is ridiculous. Banned on TikTok again. Just kidding. I don't even know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe it's just Restream is picky. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I did that. I haven't done that. I have my list. I'm still working on my list of things that I need to be doing. I'll get it done when I get it done. That's kind of how I feel like it. It was been so hot here that I have spray the weeds on my list because we look like African lion safari outside, and it's been so hot that you go out there and you could cut that air. It's ridiculous. Good morning. Good morning. So I haven't done half the things that I'm supposed to be doing outside, and I've got to mow tonight, and I'm not looking forward to it. I got to go to work first. So that'll be fine. Good morning, everybody. My coffee is cold. Why is my coffee cold? Because I've been sitting here at my desk working, going, I need to go online. I need to go online. But I didn't realize that good morning, Jesse, that my online booking system was down. I had no idea. And I almost threw in the towel and just said, screw it, I'm not going to do it at all. Which now I have to go back and put stuff back on the calendar for the month because I got so disgusted that I really could have thrown an electronic last night. Anybody get to that point where you're just like, you know what? I'll buy another one. It's worth it. I don't have a phone to slam down anymore, right? That was so gratifying when we were kids. You had your landline, you slam that down, slam it down a couple times. I don't live in that aggravation anymore. No, true story. I could have done it to the computer yesterday because I couldn't figure out what I had done wrong. And I got so frustrated, so flippin' frustrated with it that when I went to bed mad, I went to bed mad because I'm like, how am I missing this? I get so frustrated sometimes when I'm struggling that way, and that's okay. We're allowed to be frustrated. We're allowed to be like, why is it this way? Why am I this way? Because I know the old phones, Myra, and kids nowadays, they look at them, they're like, I don't even know how to dial, except now they've watched videos, so that's kind of a spoiler, right? They're like watching all the other kids make fools of themselves, trying to figure out how to do the rotary. I'm like, what? You could barely make a wrong phone call when you had a rotary, you guys. Good morning, Billy Ann. How are you? So, but yeah, I could have thrown it. But I didn't. I sat there and I breathed my way through it. And this morning I thought, I'm just going to go to a whole new booking scheduling site because I am so done with this. I'm so done with it. No worries, Billion. And I did. I went to the other booking site that I used to use, and I went through and I fixed everything on there. And I'm like, I'm going to do this. And then I went to pay for it and I went like this. But I already paid for this site over here. I paid for this. Why can't I figure it out? I need to go figure it out. So I made a firm decision and I closed out all of the improvements I made on the other page. And I went back to my original page that I went to last night and I figured it out in 10 minutes. So this is just an example of how we need to sometimes step back from situations. I know, like Lisa's teaching life lessons through her computer. How we sometimes need to step back from situations and give ourselves a minute. How often do we give ourselves that kind of grace? Do we give ourselves a minute to sit back and say, I can figure this out. I have to look at it differently. And that's exactly what I did this morning. I am going to look at this from top to bottom, and I figured it out pretty quickly. But last night I was tired and I couldn't bring myself to sit all in one space. I had a phone going over here, a phone going over here, which by the way drives me batshit crazy. If you're going to watch TV, have the TV on. Don't have all of it on. Anyways, that's here nor there. But I sat back and I figured it out because I gave myself some grace. I really gave myself some grace by going to bed last night and not throwing anything. That was the first grace. So, life lessons today. Don't throw your electronics. They're expensive. Okay? They're expensive. The phones, they're pricey. Computers, more so. Well, actually, the computers are less than the phones nowadays. But don't throw things and give yourself some grace. If you have a tough situation or if you have something that's confusing you or frustrating you, step back and look at it differently for just a little bit. And you'll be surprised at how... I'm sorry, I had a horse move out there and I was like, I don't remember a horse being there, but there are. How much clearer things become with just a little bit of time. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So, with that said, my booking is open online. And in store. So if you're local, Sam's going to be doing Crystalmancy's readings. He'll be doing, and you'll get to take home your tumbles on the 23rd of this month. And I will be at Firelands Winery doing readings in Sandusky on the 24th. He has opted out because it is going to be very hot, probably. Take a 40,000 foot view. Things start to make sense, right? We need grace. And then I actually will be in store offering a wide variety of things on the 14th of this month. So, but my online store is now available as well to book. I didn't know it was down. That was me yesterday too, 3 hours online. Then I went to Staples and printed the fax. The forms took 30 minutes, right? We can find different ways to do things. What is it? There's more than one way to skin a cat. Is that what they say? I'm not skinning any cats, but I mean, yeah. I probably would get banned on TikTok for that one. But I don't have to worry about it because I'm already banned. Again. I was on for one day. What is your problem? One day. Anyhow, there we go. I have vendors signing up for the Inner Peace Metaphysical Expo here in Napoleon, Ohio. Quickly. I'm really pleased. I've already set my intention that it's going to be a wild success anyways. But it's being very well received. I'm kind of excited about that. What else do we have going on? I do have on my calendar a free online metaphysical intuitive class. I have it on the calendar. It will be through a Zoom room. It will be where we can all get together and we will be discussing how to move forward metaphysically, how to move forward intuitively. And it will be a free Zoom room. And I think the first couple ones will be free, and we're going to start working on our intuition. And if you are interested in expanding your intuition, or it doesn't even matter if you're experienced or you're just starting out, it doesn't matter, because you could always learn something new, right? That's something I've always held as a belief. I'll take like I'm a Reiki master or teacher, shaman, whatever, but I will take another class because somebody always has something to teach me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's important to take classes, but that'll be coming up. I had it on the calendar. And then I got pissed off last night and I took all my stuff off the calendar. Oh, I was having a fit. I was having a silent fit because I'm sitting in the living room, my laptop's on my lap, and I was having a silent fit. I'm like, delete that and delete that. Just, if I can't book it, I'm not going to do it. Oh my God, you guys. We don't have to be spiritual all the time. Who else has moments like that? Here's the thing. You give me something like that that's super frustrating that I'm in a loop about, and I'll be that way. But if you give me like the tiniest little chain that needs unraveled, I will spend hours undoing this little chain. I love it. And give me IKEA furniture. Ooh, I'm in heaven. Anyhow. But give me some kind of technical bull crap. I'm like much more spiritual than this. I know, really. Being human on Earth, what? We are going to be in Rock City, Illinois in October for Paracon. Cincinnati at the end of the year for BMSC, the Body, Mind, Spirit Expo. I'm thinking I'm going to go to Columbus in early November for Gift of Light. Yeah, we have some things going on. Tech kicks my ass. Sometimes I've had to teach myself a lot of things. Google is my friend. Google is my friend to the point where, like, my husband would be like, how do I do this? And I'm like, I'm going to learn just the same way you are. I'm going to Google it. And then I'm going to tell you what I Googled. And then you'll know how to do it. But you could have Googled in the first place. You know? Anyways, good morning. I think we might do also this month for fun an online spoon bending class. I had the spoon bending class on until it is in the Mediumship on for in-store, and then I couldn't figure out how to set up the schedule. So that's one of the things I angrily deleted. So I will have to put that back on the schedule as long as I remember how to set the schedule back up again. Because, you know, I'm like 10-second Tom. I probably won't remember to do it, how to do it after I get offline here. I should write it down. Moose Fraba. Anyways. Moose Fraba. There we go. Onward. How is everybody today? Give me a word for your day. This damn gnat. What's the word for your day? What is the word for your day? I know I've been rambling. I just get on a ramble. Like, we're allowed to be frustrated. You guys know that? We are allowed to have humanness, even though we get online and we're talking and you need some of that coffee. I used to have coffee that had CBD caramels in it, and I could have like 2 or 3 cups of coffee until the caramel melted, Myra. I love those caramels. They were great. And they didn't give you a buzz. They just knocked the edge off. And it was fabulous. And for me, it's perfect because, yes, I might be a little overactive. My poor husband, I might be a little overactive. Conquer, I love it. The Wild Ones, 10-second Tom. So here's what's funny. Laughing is the word of the day. I love it. The Wild Ones. Here's what's funny. When I first started doing this, when I first started doing intuition and reading and things like that, that's how my guides got through to me. was through movie references. And sometimes they still come through with movie references. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I have one guy that absolutely, that's his favorite thing. Discernment. But movie references, how I figured out how to read. Perfect, 100%. Sees the errands. Yeah. So we still use movie references here and there when we're doing reading, but we've actually done like movie trivia, movie line trivia, because it was just such a huge part of how I started reading. Your word is chill. I love it. Clear. Right, Billy? And how are you? I miss you. I was thinking about you the other day. So anybody that's local, Mr. Fry is going to be doing on the 23rd Crystalmancy. This is where he goes, and he's going to be doing this online too. So, but if it's online, it's just going to be like a little bit of money, just ship the crystals to you, because the crystals that he picks out are tumbles, and then you get the tumbles. But he is he goes through all of our tumbles, and we have like 200 types of tumbles, and he picks several different types of tumbles for you, and then he reads the crystals for you, and then you get to take them. So he puts his energy into them and is reading into that, and then you get to take the crystals. It's called Crystalmancy. I've never seen anybody else really do it the way he does it. So, oh my God. Go, flowers, you're funny. Could you imagine Lisa upset? She would be smiling as she reprimands. No. So being an empath, if Jesse's still on here, I don't know if Jesse's seen me angry. I think she might have once, maybe not. Being an empath, a very, very diverse energies, right? So when I'm having a great day, it is a great day, and everybody around me knows it. If I am, and I have to be really pissed. I mean, that's a partial, Jesse's like, that's a partial true statement. I have to be really pissed, but I can clean out a room just on energy. Like it is, I have to be really, really angry. But most of the time I'm in a good mood. Most of the time. Yeah. But you can't be in the good mood all the time, right? Why? Because then you don't enjoy your good moods. You don't know what you're missing. When I'm in a bad mood, it's really bad. It's like an explosion. It's bad. And I know it too. So I try not to do it as much anymore. Okay. I tried to block it, but it rolls off. It rolls off me in waves. You can feel the energy when I'm angry. Like you can be sitting next to me and not knowing what's going on, but knowing you don't want to sit next to me. Going through it. How are you? Quitting your 9 to 5 soon. Do not know where it's going to lead you, but you need something for you. I get it. Lori says she's the same. It's an empath thing. So we absorb energy, but we also push it off. You guys see that bug? Where is he? Get out of here. I don't know what I brought in peaches off the ground because our peach tree we had a storm come through. Mistake. I had to take the peaches back. Anyway, what's not? I'm a Pisces. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? I am good, Billy Ann. You know me. Can't help myself. It affects the whole room. Your anger does. Yeah, the wild ones. That's an accurate statement from me as well. I don't sit still while you clean the whole bench off of men. And you know what? If a guy does that, everybody's just like, oh, whatever. A woman does it, she's being a bitch. Yeah, I'll show you. Look, bug. I think I just got it. Jesse, this is for you. I picked this deck. Didn't know what this reading was for you, but I picked it. Can you tell me what the cusp means for you? Seriously, 822? Nope. I can't. I have people for that. Or she's crazy, right? Right, Billy Ann? I have people. I don't do astrology. I don't have the memory for that. Like, I'm serious. 10-second Tom. Uh, Actually, Ted Lasso is it's Ted. I'm a goldfish. Anybody seen Ted Lasso? It is the best program. It is the best program, you guys. If you have not seen Ted Lasso, it's a good feel good program. You need to watch it. But I'm the goldfish. Must be a Pisces thing. I'm a goldfish. I just saw my koi for the first time in the pond yesterday. I was seeing goldfish. I have thousands of goldfish in the pond, but it's a quarter size acre, but these are bigger ones from South Australia. Hello, Jessie. I will definitely read from cards for Jessie because I know her. And I will always use a tool when it's somebody I know, because I don't want to. Mary Crook, good morning. I do not want to be led by my thought processes about the person I know. And I absolutely love Jessie. Jessie also teaches psychic development in store, as well as a reader, an energy reader. I don't know. Do you book online, Jessie? Do you do online? Do you do online? We need to have a list of people on my webpage that do online readings. It kind of defeats the purpose of me booking readings, doesn't it? Anyhow, so Jessie, it's that kind of morning. Lord love a duck. I did not want to get up this morning. Oh, Jessie, you do online? She's with Freya's Grove on Facebook, you guys. Or a water sign thing. Yes, us water sign people. We're very emotional. We're very, I consider it very, just kind of, we have fluidity. That's it. Look at all the people from Australia. Hi, everybody. So, Jessie, they're talking about your confidence level. They're talking about, and I'm using the Moonology deck, and they're talking about your confidence level and how it's been shaken, how you need time to reevaluate who you are again. And it sucks because I know Jessie, and I'm reading these cards, and this is the first one. Where's your lion? Where's your lion gone? And normally I just get the energy off the card and I read the card, but they're like, where's your lion? It's disappeared. But that new moon, I don't have to tell you about a new moon. That's where it is. It's coming back out again. So just know that you're going to be gathering strength and letting go of the things that don't serve you. Oh, Lord, love it. Here I am. The wild ones. Yeah. Tarot decks can be a little bit intimidating. Let me finish this before. Look, see goldfish. It's time for a timeout. Take time to breathe, bringing in some peace to your own energy. Because, oh God, Jessie, I'm so sorry. Because this is what it's saying here. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. That past is that new moon phase. Bring your lion back out. Good morning, Esmeralda. Good morning, my sister Angel. It's my sister down in Florida. And then they say it's time for healing. I had a rough reading, a hard to connect one, messed up my head a little or a lot. Oh, so as readers, so I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about this. As readers, we take that very, very personally sometimes, don't we? When we have a rough reading that the person, and this is why I feel so really bad. Before I started doing this in my life, didn't believe in psychics really. And I sat there and I did this to a psychic across from me, right? That was a shitty thing to do for me, because I just, it was my own fear and my own doubt. And look, bug, I don't want to kill you. I really don't. But it can shake a person. It can shake a person. And here's what I have to tell you, Jessie. It's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to be the channel to bring across the information. A lot of times when we give somebody a rough reading, either it hasn't happened yet, the occurrences have not placed or played out in front of them and they don't see it, or B, it is and they're in denial and they're not paying attention because they're in denial, or C, they just don't want you to be right. Okay? Or D, they're testing you, which is my favorite, but you can always tell when somebody's testing you, right? So it is not our responsibility for them. They come to you, they sit in front of you, and a lot of times they pay you to give them information. It doesn't always mean that they're ready for the information or they really want it. They may want to hear just what they want to hear. Anybody in here a reader that that has had something like this happen to you, where you have that client that is just difficult, and then we take it into our heart and we're like, oh my God, I did a horrible job. I didn't do a good thing. Jasmine, I would know who that is. I would know who that is. Yes, thank you. I'll have to pass that on to my husband. He'll enjoy that. I'm going to actually take a picture of that so I can send that to him. So we as readers, I'll enjoy that. Hello from Salem. Kim's in Salem. Super jolly. But we can't take that into ourselves. I meditated, I felt denial, but still stuck in that moment. It's hard. You have to cut the cords and be like, I cannot invest myself personally. And if you invested yourself personally in every reading you did, that is why, you guys, when you hear me move on, when I'm moving from one person to the next, I usually say moving on. That's my way of cutting that energy and moving on to the next. That's what we need to do here, Jesse. We need to cut the energy from that, because that's a sucker, right? Hi, everybody. Good morning. So find a way to cut that energy. Do an energetic sever. Raku. Let and move on. Because it's not it's not a reflection on your work at all. You are a very, very excellent reader. And you know that. Don't let one reading shake you. Don't let one reading shake you. And see, guys, this happens. It happens. I know logic and emotion don't always match. I get it. I do. I totally understand. Oh my goodness. Starting in this, you guys, when you guys start doing this kind of work, it's all about confidence. And when it gets shaken, whew, rough stuff. Okay, moving on. Moving on. I need to have t-shirts made. Moving on. I keep saying that. Moving on. We should have t-shirts made, but I haven't had it done yet. Because that is a thing, right? Let's move on. Let's move forward. Let's create something different off of the basis of what we've already done. Okay. Tarot cards can be very, very intimidating because there seems to be a lot of symbology on them. Don't get caught up in that. There is a lot of symbology on them, and definitely learn the story of the tarot. Learn, because the tarot, there's many different ways to read, and this particular deck, I need to tape this. This will bug the crap out of me now. I got to get that fixed. All of my cards are in there, except for 2, are in their original boxes. All of them. You're totally going to make that your new slogan. Moving on. Why stay in this energy? Right? Okay. This is going to bug the crap out of me. Oh, I do have tape. Hold on. I got to tape my box. Anyhow, moving forward in a timely manner. Shit and shinola. Okay. Hold on. Okay. That is box fixing 101. All right. So the tarot, there's many different ways to read the tarot. You can do it by color. There's a reason strength is all yellow, right? there's a reason blue is with temperance, right? That beautiful, soothing blue color. Let's set in that energy. So they can be very intimidating. But I took a class with a wonderful, wonderful teacher, Tanya Lee, and she taught us the story of the tarot. So we went through how the Fool is the main character of the tarot, and he walks through all of the tarot, and how each section is a lesson in the Fool's life. And it's really, really amazing, because then you have two representations of the Fool, not just one. You have how you have the cards around the Fool, and when he shows himself within a reading, is it the beginning or the end? Are you at the beginning of a reading or an end of a reading? Are you at the beginning of a lesson or the end of a lesson? It's a really, really wonderful way to read. And when I'm reading the tarot nowadays, I go, of that, right? I go off of just the energy. I just take off with it and go with it. And that's the goal, right? To intuitively read the cards. So don't get wrapped up in everything. Take the first thing that catches your eye off of it. Yeah. I wish I could get Tanya to come down and teach a class. She's up in Michigan. Lovely to see you too, Rose. It's a wonderful class. Maybe we can get her to do it as an online class. She stopped doing the class, I think. But it is a wonderful class. Yes, actually, the wild ones. I am going to be doing online Zoom classes. The first couple are going to be free. Hi, Ashley. Ashley's at the shop, you guys. The first couple classes are going to be free, and then it's going to be like maybe $10 a class. And there'll be Zoom classes where we can all get on and chat and talk and have a good time. She says she messaged me. That, my dears, is important. It's 10 grams. Nope, 10 grams. Yep, grams. Good morning, beautiful people. So we sell Blue Lotus. Thank you, Ashley. We sell Blue Lotus in the store. You guys, if you're not aware of what Blue Lotus is, you have to go look it up. But we do sell in the store, and she was asking about weight on that. Yeah, so our first class is going to be probably a meet and greet kind of thing, because I think it's important to know who we're talking to. Amy Walsh, how are you? And then we'll talk about self-confidence and things like that, and then we'll move forward. But I have a date for it. It's written on my calendar. It will be this month. It's just going to be a couple. The first couple will be really, really fun. Yes, Blue Lotus. Have you tried the Mexican Dream weed yet, Heather? All of these are legal. All these are legal. By the way, moving on. Okay, gonna get a whoop whoop in the room. Let me see who is here. 444 are angel numbers. Angel numbers. Pay attention to what you have going on in your environment at that moment. The wild ones, it's going to be very affordable. It's probably going to be like $10 a class, and we'll do one a month. You'll have homework. Yay! We have 22 new decks of cards that are going to be in the store this afternoon. I am excited about that, because I have some really cool ones that I got to go pick, and Sam does all the crystals and I do all the other stuff. So that's fun. It's good. It's a good time. I get to shop, and it's like shopping. It's still anxiety. I don't shop well. I'm not a shopper. Okay. La 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 la. Let's do Billy Ann Brock. Billy Ann, good morning. I'm looking at my decks of cards. Billy Ann, this feels. The store. We have like a lot of shit. Yeah, if you find a deck that you want, Billy Ann, look at that first before you pay them, and then we'll just add it. Lists. Lists of what, Amanda? Lists. Oh, lists. Billy Ann. I'm pulling out a deck of cards I don't use very often at all. It's fighting me. Oh my gosh, this is so your energy this morning, Billy. Ann. I don't know why, but it is. Oh, Lordy, I do declare. Should we do some caring cards this morning? We should do some caring cards this morning. This is an advanced deck of cards. And this is why I don't use them very often, because they can intimidate me. So here we go, y'all. Billy Ann, feeling very misplaced, very distant from a lot of things in life right now. Disconnected, not understanding why there's a lack of feeling more like an onlooker than a participant. Girl, you need to do some grounding. Grounding. Thank you about that, by the way, Jasmine. That's her name's Michelle. Billy Ann. This is a Om Shanti. Okay, stick with me. Your usual way of grounding doesn't seem to be working. Okay. So here's my suggestion for you, Billy Ann, and it's the first thing that popped into my head. When you're on journey, when you're in shamanic journey, when you're meditating, could you visualize the most beautiful tree you've ever seen in your whole entire life and bring it into your meditation? And really just kind of incorporate that in your journey. Walk up, put your hands on the tree, feel the bark, feel the texture, smell the leaves, feel the air. Bring all that in. And then I would like you to visualize yourself sinking into the ground at the base of the tree and finding the most cozy little, they're like almost like a nut that you can settle yourself into. And it's a shamanic technique. Burrow into the ground a little bit and meditate under your tree. You need a little amping up. Okay. So this is just an added layer to meditation. And this is something that shamans will do sometimes in their meditations, is they'll actually bury themselves. And it's not so much as you're burying yourself as you're becoming comfortable within the earth. Think of it that way. Okay. Hope that's helpful. Okay. The first one they're talking about is finding that temperance in your life, finding your balance. Try not to do extreme things, but do things in moderation. Do things in moderation. Everything balances out in the long run. Everything balances out in the long run for you. And pay attention. You have everything that you need to move forward with whatever it is you want to do in life right there being given to you. They're laying it in front of you and saying, hey, what is it that's not connected? What things are not connected? Like puzzle pieces are missing. Figure out what the puzzle pieces are that are missing and put those in there. And then everything starts to go and works. Okay. But they're like, don't make anything super rash until you figure out what the puzzle piece is, because then you get it all. Everything comes full circle, brings it all around, and everything is laid at your feet to be successful. Okay. Just one more. And it has to be about what you're passionate about. It has to be what you're passionate about. It has to be the thing that lights your fire, makes you happy. Being happy when what you do is very, very important for your energy. Very important for the energy. And it's so funny because this is the, does anybody know what this deck is? Anybody use this deck? We bought it when we were in Texas, I believe. We were at Alien Con, something like that. The guy with the crazy hair. His mine sticks up in the back. This is a really cool deck of cards. It is a little bit more of an advanced deck. It doesn't give you a lot of the symbology. You're reading a lot of energy, and you kind of want to know what the basically where the cards are in, like the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands and stuff like that. And this is a beautiful deck. But like I said, I don't use it very often. It is the Starman deck. It's the David Bowie deck. Because as soon as I said I was doing the reading for you, I heard Starman. I was like, oh, that is absolutely where we're going to go. So it's an interesting deck of cards for certain. But that's the Starman deck. But I think Temperance is really the major card for you on that. Yeah, I know for a lot of people that would sound very, very intimidating, burying yourself in the ground to meditate. I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about within your meditation. I don't want to hear about anybody going out with a shovel. No. But within your meditation, you can, I just kind of sink into the ground when I need to be in that. It's like a pod. It's like it's like a healing pod. It's very rejuvenating, and it's cool. It's cool within the meditation and relaxing, and there's nothing else to think about. You like that, Billion? Oh God. So if you guys have not signed up, either on My Mystical Life or the Mystical Moons Facebook page, I don't do any advertising over on YouTube. I just don't. But you can also sign up on either one of the web pages as well for the newsletter to know when classes are coming. Because if we have a class and I don't have it, oh my God, I don't do it. You're going to know when those online classes are happening through our newsletter, or we'll do an event on Facebook. So if you are not on Facebook, no worries. You can go to our webpage, sign up for the newsletter, and you'll know, because each week I mail out the newsletter that says what we have going on that week. And my calendar's in the other room. I lost my main calendar. Can you imagine this, Billy Ann? Because Billy Ann was moderating with me for a while, and she was doing my newsletter and things like that. Can you imagine me losing my calendar? Like, my whole calendar's missing. Gone. It disappeared. It's not around. And because since closing the membership, I just haven't needed it very much. But I went to do scheduling for the shop for the week, and I was like, really could use that. Oh shit. Can't find it anywhere. So I had to get a new calendar. It's unbelievable for me. I know. It was just like my whole year, though, because I have big events going on, large events going on, that can't do. So speaking of large events, you guys, we will be in Sedona between 11th and 15th of September. There's still a couple spots. I think we only have like 2 spots left. We're doing vortexes, bell rock. We are going to do CE5 meditation. It is a dark sky community. There's more extraterrestrial spottings there than pretty much anywhere in the nation. We are going to go shopping, and we're going to eat Sedona's really good food. And then you get a whole day to do whatever it is you want to do, so we don't smother everybody. But it is in a Airbnb where we have a heated pool and all those fun things. I would rather lose my calendar. My husband lost both key fobs to my car. Oh my God. Yeah. No, Heather, that's expensive. Absolutely. So we have Sedona, we have a couple different expos we're going to be at. We're really excited about the rest of our year. And then the beginning of next year, we have the Inner Peace Metaphysical Expo here in Napoleon, Ohio, worth traveling for because we are a fun group of people. Anyhow. Yep, it's time for another whoop whoop. It is. Onward. Anybody know? Anybody? Movie reference? Bueller. No, not that one, but Onward. It's a good program. Should we do some Karen cards? Sadly, there are no more Karen cards, you guys. Karen cards are no more. If you don't have a deck, you're never going to get them. So here we are with Karen cards. Now, this is where I tell you, if you are under 18, no. You don't need to be on this channel right now. If you're over 18, invite your friends. Do you have a good sense of humor? Yeah, you can stay. If you don't be a Karen. Just come back later. Who on here has never experienced a Karen card? Give me a me. Have you never experienced a Karen card? Just so we know, you can't be a Karen here. Okay. The name of the deck is Orbiting Uranus. Karen, Orbiting Uranus. So there is going to be some language that would get me kicked off of TikTok. Doesn't matter because I'm already kicked off TikTok. Don't know what I'm doing. So here we go. We haven't done Karen cards in a while. Don't be sensitive. Okay. Look at all the people that have never had a Karen card. This is fabulous. I'm so excited. Okay. Let's go with Samantha Thrush. Samantha Thrush. I have to get the laugh off my face here. Language. There's going to be some language. Okay. Samantha, and I have to read them before I do this because I have to compose myself. Okay. Samantha. Sweetie. Yeah, you got a shitty deal. Time to purge toxic asses from Uranus. So basically, time to get rid of people that are no good for you, okay? You have not had the Karen card experience. It is interesting. Oh, there we are. Okay, I know. Look, it got so funny that all of a sudden my internet went down. Okay. Who did I call? Lizzie. Did I call Lizzie? Okay, Lizzie. I did. Sweetie. What does a true Karen and Uranus have in common? They're both full of toxic gases. Time to shit that out. Once again, let's get rid of some shit. Okay, I know. Nope, this one's for Elizabeth. Elizabeth Caputa. That first one was for Lizzie. This one's for Elizabeth. Oh God, it's a long one. These are so hard to do without laughing. Okay. The internet can't handle the truth. Okay. Elizabeth Caputa. Sweetie. I really need a Southern bonnet for this shit. Sweetie. Sometimes asking to see the manager or saying no isn't about being a Karen. It's about getting some healthy set boundaries and refusing to be disrespected, gaslit, or even bullied. Even bullied. It's time to stand up for yourself and tell these people to kiss Uranus. Do it, Liz. Okay, let's see. Heather Johns. Heather Johns. Heather Johns. Sweetie. Spirit wants you to know Uranus is on fire. It's not just hemorrhoids. You have come further than you think, and you deserve to give yourself a pat on the back. Keep it going. You got this. Have a good afternoon, Lizzie. Shit. Okay, I need to know who's in the room. Who's in the room? We'll go with the wild ones. Sweetie. Uranus is telling you to go deeper. Wouldn't it be hilarious if you happened to find Jimmy Hoffa? Lord, love a duck. Let's go with flowers. Flowers. Oh, God. Have a good day, Billy Ann. Flowers. Sweetie. You wouldn't recognize a red flag if it flew out your anus and hit you in the face. Do some research on gaslighting and red flags. Sometimes we don't know what we don't know, even though it harms us. Oh shit, Liz. Okay. Oh shit, Liz. Okay, let's go with Carol Binda. Carol Binda. I'm losing numbers on this. People are like, what the hell? It's a real deck of cards, I swear. Carol Binda. Can't make it up. No, they need to do something about that. Carol, sweetie. I have a knock-knock joke for you. Knock, knock. Who's there? I'll do it for you. Orange. Orange who? Karen. Me. That's me. No, that's you. Is that me? Or is that you? I don't know. That's another card. Aren't you glad I didn't say Uranus? That's a roundabout way to say work on your sacral chakra. They want you to work on your sacral chakra. Okay. I know. I'm losing people on this. They're like, what the hell? Oh, Kim Meckes. Kim Meckes. Sweetie. Sweetie. Uranus is stinking up the place. Time to wash it, dab on some essential oils, throw on some makeup, get out of your fucking pajamas, and get back into life. Lisa said the F word. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let me see who's here. I'm sorry. I didn't make the cards. Oh my gosh. Mr. Fry, good morning, my love. I figured out the scheduling. If you are local to Defiance, Ohio, and are looking for a crystalmancy reading, Mr. Fry is pre-booking. You can actually, he's not doing online for this one, but you can go to the Mystical Moon or the My Mystical Life webpage and book your appointment. Okay, Lori Young. Oh, and I'll get you next, Samantha Duncan. Lori Young. I haven't read this one through the full yet, so here we go. Sweetie. I don't know. The southern thing has to be. Oh, wait, that's Twitch. That's not batting her eyelashes. Okay. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide our planet. Amen. But knowing you, it will probably be all about Uranus. Just saying, sometimes it isn't all about you. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. I didn't make these. Oh, shit. Samantha Duncan, this one's yours. It jumped out for you, by the way. It was a volunteer. It says, sweetie. Meditation is spiritual lube and will free you from Uranus. So you need to meditate more. I did your flowers, right? Oh, there we go. There we go. I think I got everybody. We lost people on that one. They're like, she cussed. Nope, gotta go. It's not very spiritual. That's not spiritual. Hey, baby, you want to read tonight? Samantha, they're saying you need to meditate. Anyhow, with that, you guys, I am going to haul freight. I am going to get out of here. Don't forget, you can go shopping on themysticalmoons.com. And we have a lot of stuff coming up. You can book online if you're local to Sam's Crystalmancy. I'm glad, Lori. Everybody, find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he would say, I cussed with emphasis too, because it's all about the oration of it, right? It's about the reading of it. I think there we go. I'm done. You guys have a great afternoon. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here in person right now, he'd say, may the light be with you always. All right, guys.